Blemmyes, headless men. Recorded by the Greek historian Herodotus and later appearing in medieval maps, the blemmyes were a tribe of humans who allegedly lacked heads. Instead, their faces, eyes, nose, and mouth were located directly on their chests. They were described as inhabiting ancient Nubia or Ethiopia and were often regarded as fierce warriors who were physically very strong. While they may seem like genetic anomalies or allegories to modern eyes, for ancient explorers like Pliny the Elder, their existence was a widely accepted geographical fact. Descriptions of them persisted for over 1,000 years in travel literature, reflecting both the fear and curiosity of Western civilization toward the unmapped regions of the African continent. Cynocephali, dog-headed men. Cynocephali are among the most consistently recorded strange creatures across various cultures, appearing in reports ranging from Marco Polo to the writings of saints. They were described as creatures with human bodies but dog heads, unable to speak human language but communicating through barks understood among themselves. Many medieval accounts claimed they lived on remote islands in Asia or the Indian subcontinent, often depicted as highly skilled hunters and sometimes cannibals. Interestingly, in Eastern Christian traditions, Saint Christopher is depicted in some ancient iconography as a cynocephalus before his conversion. This suggests that these creatures were not merely monsters to people of the past, but beings possessed of a soul. Basilisk, king of serpents. Known as the king of serpents, the basilisk was recorded in Pliny the Elder's Natural History as a small but extremely deadly reptile originating from Cyrene, North Africa. This creature was allegedly born from a hen's egg brooded by a toad or a snake, resulting in a monster that could kill with just a glance or its venomous breath. Its trail was said to leave a path of slime that scorched grass and shattered stones, making it a symbol of instant death. The basilisk's power was so feared that ancient knights were said to carry mirrors to reflect its lethal gaze back at the creature. Although now considered a myth, the basilisk was once a scientific explanation for barren desert phenomena and sudden unexplained deaths in the wild. Manticore. The manticore is a terrifying hybrid creature whose description stems from the accounts of Ctesias, a Greek physician in the Persian court. This creature possessed a human face with piercing blue eyes, a blood-red lion's body, and a scorpion's tail that could fire poisonous quills. The most striking abnormality was its 3 rows of sharp teeth in both the upper and lower jaws, allowing the manticore to devour its prey whole without leaving a trace. Its voice was described as a blend of a flute and a trumpet, used to lure victims closer before attacking with incredible speed. For centuries, the manticore was considered a real threat in the jungles of India and Persia, frequently appearing in bestiaries as a symbol of a predator without mercy. Kappa. In Japanese history and folklore, the kappa is a water demon that is both highly respected and feared, with documented sightings in various local reports during the Edo period. These creatures are the size of a child, with green reptilian skin, a beak, and a turtle shell on their backs. But their strangest feature is a water-filled cavity on top of their heads. This water is the source of their power. If the water spills, the kappa loses all its strength and becomes helpless. They are known for pulling livestock or humans into rivers, yet they possess a strange code of ethics, being remarkably polite and obsessed with cucumbers. The existence of the kappa is so deeply rooted in Japanese history that many ancient warning signs near rivers were specifically intended to alert people to their presence. Aspidochelone. The aspidochelone is a giant sea creature recorded in the Physiologist and often appeared in ancient nautical maps as a deceptive island. This creature was typically described as a giant turtle or whale whose back was covered in sand, plants, and even trees, leading sailors to frequently land on it, thinking it was solid ground. Tragedy struck when the sailors began lighting fires to cook, causing the creature to feel the heat and suddenly dive to the bottom of the sea, drowning the ship and its entire crew. For medieval society, the aspidochelone was not just a sea monster, but an allegory for the deceptions of a world that seems stable but is actually very dangerous. Accounts of moving islands continued to appear in sailing journals until the early days of the Great Age of Discovery. Tarasque. The tarasque is a legendary hybrid creature whose historical record is closely tied to the town of Tarascon, France, in the 1st century AD. This creature was described as having a lion's head, a giant turtle body with sharp spikes, 6 short bear-like legs, and a serpent's tail ending in a scorpion's sting. According to local chronicles, the tarasque terrorized residents along the Rhone River, destroying bridges and devouring anyone who attempted to cross. Legend has it that the creature was finally subdued by Saint Martha, using only holy water and prayer before the townspeople killed it. To this day, the history of this creature is celebrated annually in a French festival recognized by UNESCO, proving how deeply this strange creature influenced the cultural identity of the local people.